The production designer, Nelson Coates, found a lovely area of trees with dappled light, and the images were chosen to be in black and white by the director. It was felt that they would provide important juxtaposition and counterpoint to the work, which is largely quite colorful. She was gracious, and we actually went to great lengths to keep her from seeing these images until just this evening.
It was so embarrassing for me, which is weird because that matches, I guess, how the character feels.
Do you like them?
They're super large. They were beautiful photos. Doan, the photographer, is really so super talented.
It's actually very...
I've built a closer relationship with a lot of the other cast. We've had this sort of group experience, this sort of family experience, and that's pretty special.
The basic idea is that you don't do sex stuff on the first day. I mean, you want the crew to know each other and for the cast to be familiar with the crew. So you schedule it later. But I was conscious that I didn't want to schedule it to the end so that this thing was hanging over us the whole time, you know. So it came somewhere in the late middle. Also, there's the question about whether you shoot all of it at the same time, so you're shooting lovemaking for weeks, or you dole it out a little bit. And so we came right about in the middle, where we did a chunk at one point, kind of rested from it, and did the next chunk.
Pleasures is getting to see this ensemble cast come back together and grow as characters, but also even as people, from seeing them from 2 years ago, and the interaction between both them as a character and them as people on set has been phenomenal.
You can't ask her to do something with a bullshit reason.
I've never been on a project this long, and I've never been so densely a part of a project. So it's been quite an experience, and it's been this great honor to be able to tell this young woman's story.
Mark.
She was relentless in her pursuit of trying to make this character as real and believable.
To bring this woman to life and to be a part of this trilogy, it's an opportunity unlike anything I've...
Last time we walked down here, I was over your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. You mean... yes, yes?
Yes. Yes, yes. Oh my God. Emotional balance in my life.
Okay, very quiet, please, for rehearsal.
The great thing about Dakota is only she knows what I'm going through, and only I know what she's going through. We both sort of really need each other through this process, because there's days where it's not that easy and a lot's been asked of us. I think particularly a lot's been asked of her in terms of the physical stuff, and she's usually the one who tends to be wearing less than I would, and you need to have that person that understands and has been with it since day one as well.
We have this friendship that we built around trusting each other. We got to know each other based around the fact that I needed him to be protective of me. I needed him to be able to tell when I'm uncomfortable and when things are too heightened and too emotional, and it's like, I can't deal with it anymore. I needed him to be able to see that in my face and protect me in that way.